Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us for our trespasses, yeah. As we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, deliver us from the wicked one.
For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, deliver us from the wicked one.
For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Thine is, oh yeah, the kingdom and the power and the glory, oh yeah, forever. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth.
All right, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in Shamaim. All praises, honor, and great esteem once again to the Most High Power, Yahuwah Bahashem, Yahushua HaMashiach, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. I say Shalom, Wa Baruchim. That is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day that the Most High brings us back together, and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High Power, under one covenant, back in our own land with a heart of flesh and no more a heart of stone, with our enemies, our adversaries, and all those who hate us under our feet. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Let it be so.
Let it be so. Yes, indeed. You are live and direct with your Akazaki Yahoo. I'm joined this evening by my most esteemed Akenanaya. Shabbat Shalom, Aki.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Aki. Ashar Shabbat Yawam. Yasharal. Kwam Yasharala.
Hallelujah. Ashor Shabbat. Is that a happy Sabbath?
Yeah, Khan.
Happy Sabbath.
Day. Yeah, Khan.
Yes, indeed. Happy Sabbath day. Rise, Yisrael. Rise, Yashar. Rise. Hallelujah. It is another Sabbath, y'all. All praises to the Abba for another magnificent, beautiful day today. Temperature came up good, feeling good. Heater was off. It was a good day. So praises to the Abba. We're gonna go ahead and close out the Sabbath Yom with the reading here, the scripture reading. Brand new book, the book of Bemid Bar, Numbers, for those who don't know. And we're going to read chapters 1 through 7. And this is going to be some it's going to be some work right here. It's going to be a little bit of work right here, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. We're going to get into it, and we're going to enjoy it. We're going to enjoy it. Because laboring for the Most High is enjoyable. So all praises to the Abba.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Let's get it. Midbar, chapter number 1. The census of Yisrael's, Yasha'al's warriors. All right. Verse 1. It says, And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai in the tabernacle of the congregation on the first day of the second month of the second year after they were come out of the land of Mizraim, saying, Take you the sum of the congregation of the children of Israel by their families and by the house of their fathers, and the number with the number of their names, every male by their polls. So he's wanting to get a count of all these people. All right, verse 3. From 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go out to war in Israel, you and Aharon shall number them by their armies. And with you there shall be a man of every tribe, every one head of the house of his father. And these are the names of them, and these are the names of the men that shall stand with you, of the tribe of you of Reuben, Elazur, the son of Shadur, of Simeon, Shemuel, or I'm saying that wrong, Shemluiel, son of Zer Shaddai,
Zarishadai.
Zerishaddai. Okay, told everybody. Verse 7 of Yehuda, Nashon, son of Am
Aminadab.
Aminadab. Oh my goodness. I was going to take that a whole different direction. Aminadab of Issachar. I told everybody. Of Issachar. Net, Nethaniel, son of Zorah, of Zebulun, Eliba, son of Helon, of the children of Joseph, of Ephraim, Elishama, son of Ammahud, Aliahud, Alimah. I'm saying that. I'm saying the L. It should be an L. Ammahud.
Amahud.
Okay, Ammahud. I put an L in there where it shouldn't have been, and that threw me off. So Ammahud Todaki. And Manasseh, Gimlael, son of Pa'azur,
Paduazor.
Paduhazur Todaki. All right, verse 11. Benjamin, uh, Abadan, son of Gideon, uh, of Dan, Ashazur, or Azazur,
Ahiezer.
Eleazar, Salakia. I'm butchering these names, my bad. Son of Amashadiah. Verse 13. Of Ashur, Pagael,
Mm-hmm.
son of Okran, of Gad, El Asaph, son of Duel, and Naphtali, uh, of Naphtali, Aher, Aher, son of Enan. And these are the renown of these were the renown of the congregation, princes of the tribes of their fathers, heads of the thousands of Israel and Israel. And Moshe and Aharon took these men, which were expressed by their names, and they assembled all the congregation of the house on the first day of the second month, and declared their pedigrees after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls. And Yahuwah commanded Salakia, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe, so he numbered in the wilderness of Sinai. And the children of Reuben, Israel's oldest son, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, by their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those they were numbered, those that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Reuben, were 46,500. Of the children of Simeon, by their generations, by the Shalakia, every name, Shalakia, after their name, by the house of their fathers, those that were numbered of them, according to the number of their names, by their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Simeon, were 59,300. Now, I remember last time we read this, I was like, why these numbers are completely even?
Right. Right.
I thought that was ironic. But continuing, verse 24. Of the children of Gad, by their generations, after their families, in the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. These were the number of them, even of the tribe of Gad, were 40,5,650. Of the children of Yehuda, by their generations, according to their family, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were gone forth to war. These are the number, these that, Slakia, these that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Yehuda, were three score 40, 14,600. 670, 76,600.
Yeah, Khan.
Yeah, I had to count that up. I couldn't remember what it was. All right, continuing, verse 28. Of the children of Issachar, by their generation, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. These are the number of them, even of the tribe of Issachar, were 50 and 4,400. Of the children of Zebulun, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Zebulun, were 50 and 7,400. Of the children of Joseph, namely of the children of Ephraim, by their generations, by their family, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, at 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those of them, those, Slakia, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Ephraim, were 40 were 40,500. Of the children of Manasseh by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Manasseh, were 30,200. Of the children of Benjamin, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. These were them, even by the tribe of Benjamin, were 30,500. Of the children of Dan, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those were the number of those were the those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Dan, were 3,2,700. Uh, three score 62,700. All right. Continue in verse 40. Of the children of Ashur, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. These were the number, these these that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Asher, were 40,500. And the children of Naphtali, throughout their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. These are these those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Naphtali, were 53,400. These were those that were numbered, which Moshe and Aharon numbered, and the princes of Israel, being 12 men, each one for the house of their fathers. So those all were those all slacking. So were all those that were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers from 20 years old and upward that were able to go forth to war in Israel. Even all that were numbered was 600, 600,000 and 3,550. And that's ironic because you think about it, they came 600,000 men out of out, and that's that's ironic. That's ironic because they came 600,000 out of Mizraim, about 600,000. So they really haven't populated much more since that time.
Wow, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't know if so this is actually the first time that they were numbered.
Well, remember it talks about them. So you had 600,000 men besides children. Uh, it was they were counting them. That was maybe that was the estimate.
So was that back in Shemot?
It had to be kind. 600,000 men besides children, and a mixed multitude went up also. What is that? Chapter 12? Something like that. I mean, that's not important, but yeah, that's what it said. It said 600,000, and to get here and see 603,000, so they've added another. You think out of 600,000 men, you think it'd be a lot more than 3,000 additional, 3,550 additional. I mean, but
It's like they were all men, you know.
Yeah, well, that was just the men. They wasn't, like even here, they're not numbering the women and the children. You
Yeah,
know,
come.
these were the ones that were able to go to war. So, uh, but man, it just seemed like they're not. It's not a lot of men being. But I guess if we think about it though, we talking about. Are we talking about a few years? How soon? Wait, it said at the beginning. How soon after they came out?
Yeah, this is only a year after.
Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. So that
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't put that together, so that's what I wasn't thinking about there. So, all right, continue here. Uh, Levi's exempts, and plus they count Levi in that. So,
Come.
verse 47. But the Levites, after the tribe of their fathers, were not numbered among them. For Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, only you shall not number the tribe of Levi, neither shall you take a sum of them among the children of Israel, but you shall appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of testimony, and over the vessels thereof, and over all things that belong to it. And they shall bear the tabernacle and all the vessels thereof, and they shall minister unto it, and shall encamp around, and shall camp around about the tabernacle. Uh, and then the tabernacle set forth. And when the tabernacle set forth, the Levites shall take it down, and the tabernacle is to be pitched. The Levites shall set it up, and the stranger that come near shall be put to death. And the children of Israel shall pitch their tents, every man by his own camp, and every man by his own standard, throughout his host, throughout their hosts, like you. And the Levites shall pitch round about the tabernacle of testimony, that there is no wrath upon the congregation of the children of Israel. And the Levites shall keep the charge of the tabernacle of testimony. And the children of Israel did according to Yahuwah commanded Moshe, so they did. So you think about it, you put that back into perspective now, eliminate the Levites altogether, and you still got, like, that is some pretty good growth.
Mm-hmm.
That's some real good growth when you think about it. You're taking them completely out. So out of that 600,000, you would have to say, I would hate to just make a guesstimate, but let's say everybody else was in the 40s, 40s and 50 and 60,000. Uh, so let's say if they at the very lowest end, which I doubt it, but let's say they at the very lowest end, let's say they had 30,000. You subtract that 30, they still increase by 150,000 plus, not including the Levites. So
Right, come.
yeah, that is some good growth, some real good growth. All right. Continuing here, chapter 2, Bemid Bar, arranging the camps, verse 1. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe and unto Aharon, saying, every man of the children of Israel shall pitch his own standard with the ensign of his father's house, uh, far off about the tabernacle of the congregation shall they pitch. Well, it's about time to turn this light on. It's starting to settle.
Here, come.
Yeah, it's not quite, but it's getting there. All right, verse 4. Oh, verse 3. And on the east side, towards the rising of the sun, shall they shall they of the standard of the camp of Yehuda pitch throughout their armies. And Nishan, the son of Aminadab, the captain of the children of Yehuda, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them, were 314,600. And these that do pitch next unto him shall be the tribe of Issachar, and uh, Nathaniel, the son of Zorah, shall be captain over the children of Issachar, and his hosts of those that were numbered thereof were 54,400. Then the tribe of Zebulun and uh, Elizab the son of Halom, shall be captain of the children of Zebulun, and his host, and those that were numbered thereof, were 57,400. And all that were numbered in the camp of Yehuda were in the hundred, were in hundred, uh, were in 100,000 and fourscore thousand and 600. Wait, we missed it. I missed 100,000.
Here come.
They were way okay. My bad. I think I said 60 because I was counting the four score, but it was 100,000 fourscore. That's 80 at 600 and 6,400 throughout their armies. So they were like, whew, yeah, Yehuda is the busiest.
Here come.
When it comes to reproducing, Yehuda is the busiest. All right. These were the first to set forth. Verse 10. On the south side of the standard of the camp of Reuben, according to their armies, and the captain of the children of Reuben shall be Elzur, the son of Shedeur. And his host, and those that were numbered thereof, were 46,500. And those that and those which pitched by him shall be the tribe of Simeon, and the captain of the children of Simeon shall be Shemuel, son of Zerashadeh.
Zerush Slakia, Zuri Shaddai. Man, I couldn't get it out.
Okay, Zerashadeh. Look, I said Zuri, yeah, Zuri Shaddai. Toraki. I was gonna, it's ironic. I think the irony is that he's keeping us, not keeping us, but he's separating them here by tribes. So he's keeping the tribes together and not just saying, okay, y'all, this is the area that we're gonna be in. Everybody in this area, and that's it. Just let it, no, it's like you stay with your tribe, and this tribe ends here. Next comes this tribe, and that's the organization that he's given us. And that's ironic because is that him saying? I don't know. I mean, what can we glean from that? By keeping the tribes. I mean, even when we went into the land, he had the tribes. It was separated by tribes.
You come.
Yeah, so interesting. I guess he didn't want it to just be, completely. He didn't want us to lose that to where we would be just, whatever. We just we just Israel and not, what tribe and what family and whatever the case. So, all right, continuing verse 13. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 59,300. And of the tribe of Gad, the captain of the son of Gad was Elisasaph.
Elisaph.
Elisaph.
Eli Asaph. Slakia. Eli Asaph.
Elisaph. The son of Ruel. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 45,650. And all that were numbered of the camp of Reuben were 100,000, 50, and 1,000. Oh, so Reuben has some numbers too. And
so so that last section where it was given that number of Yehuda as being over 100,000, that was actually just on that side. It was So it was Yehuda along with three other tribes that were with them in that. In that, I think they were. What was Yehuda and so Yehuda was on the east side. So
Okay.
you had four tribes on each side, east, north, west, and south. And when we're getting that last number for Reuben, that's just the number of collectively with all four tribes.
Oh, so they just adding it up. The
Yeah,
number.
kind.
Oh, okay, okay. Kind. My bad. I'm tripping. I'm thinking. I was thinking that that was the number for. Because I didn't remember reading Reuben at 100,000.
Right, right. But see, yeah, we because it's not. But if you add Reuben with those other tribes mentioned on that
Right.
side,
Right.
comparing with him,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
that's what it is. Okay. Okay. That makes sense then. All right. Continuing here. Uh, were 100,000, 50, and 1,000, and 450 throughout their armies. Okay, that's it. Throughout the armies, and they set
Mhm.
forth in the second rank. When the tabernacle of the congregation shall set forth in the camp of the Levites in the midst of the camp, as they encamped, so they were set forth, every man in his place by their standards. On the west side uh, shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim according to their armies, and the captain of the son of Ephraim shall be El Shammah, the son of uh, Am Amahud,
I mean, who?
Amihud. Look, I was going to say Hood, and I thought Hud. Hood. Oh, gotcha. Told I about. Verse 19. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 40 and 500,000. Uh-oh. I think I added a word there. Let me read that again. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 40,500. I said that wrong. 40,500. All right. Verse 20. And by him shall the tribe of Manasseh, shall be the tribe of Manasseh, and the captain of the children of Manasseh shall be uh, Gim al Gim
Gamaliel,
Gamaliel, son of uh,
Pedazur.
Pedazur, Gamaliel, son of Pedazur. Talaraki, Gamaliel, son of Pedazur. I gotta try to remember these names. Gamaliel, son of Pedazur. Verse 21. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 30 and 2,200. Then the tribe of Benjamin, the captain of the son of Benjamin, shall be Abaddon, the son of Gideon.
Uh, it's Giddy. I'm not sure how to pronounce that with that I at the end of it, but it really looks like if that I wasn't there, I'd be like Gideon, but I don't know if it's getting I or getting E.
Gideon. Let's see how they do it. Gideon. Or we may be able to tell it from the breakdown of it. Gideon.
Okay, con.
Gideon. According to the punctuation here. Here's the transliteration. Yeah. So that I does the double E in that instance. All right. Continuing, verse 23. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 30 and 5,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 100,800 and 100 throughout their armies, and all that were which shall go forth in the third rank. The standard of the camp of Dan shall be by the north side of the armies, and the captain of the children of Dan shall be uh, uh, Alizur,
Uh,
mm,
Eliezer.
Eliezer, my bad, Eliezer, the son of Amashadad, Amashadad,
Amishadai
okay,
Khan.
Amishadad. Is Shaddai or Shaddai?
Khan, that is different, isn't it? That's yep.
Is
So,
that
and I wonder if it's like what we just read before with that I at the end. It's gonna
yeah,
make that E
yeah,
sound kind of.
that's it. That's it. You're exactly right. Amishadai. Yeah, that I make that double E sound. So you put that E on the end. Okay. Look, we getting it. We getting it. All praises. All right, verse 26. And his hosts and those that were numbered with them were three score 207 hundred. Oh, slack it. Three score 2,700. And those that were encamped by him shall be the tribe of Ashur, and the captain of the children of Ashur shall be uh, Pagiel, son of Okran, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 40,001,500. Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Aha, uh, and the son of uh, Enan. Look, I'm looking at that Arai, and I'm thinking, I wonder is that like a double A sound?
Khan.
I
I
was
don't think
literally
so. Yeah, but I don't know. I
look. Let's look at it. That's what
Khan.
I kind of paused. Now it didn't. It goes Ak Ara. So
Hmm.
it's a Ra sound. Akara. Okay, kind. We're not gonna fret over these names. They are always gonna be here in this book. So
Khan.
all right. And his hosts, verse 30, and his hosts and those that were numbered with them were 53,400. Verse 31, all that were numbered of the camp of Dan were 100,050 and 7,600. They must go hindside with their standard. Verse 32. These are those which were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers, all those that were numbered of the camp throughout the host of throughout the host were 600,300 uh, 600,000 3,550. That's not how we read numbers today.
Right.
That's what's throwing me off. I'm used to saying thousand, hundred, something, and they going thousand, thousand. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, 33. But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And the children of Israel did according to all that Yahuwah commanded Moshe. So they pitched by their standard. And so they set forth every one after his family, according to the house of their fathers. Praise to the Abba. Let's continue. Chapter 3. The Levites to be priesthood. Verse 1. These also are the generation of Aharon and Moshe in the day that Yahuwah spake unto Moshe in Mount Sinai. And these were the names of the sons of Aharon: Nadab, the firstborn, Abihu, Eleazar, Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aharon, the priests, which were anointed, who were consecrated to minister in the priest's office. Nahab and Abihu died before Yahuwah when they offered strange fire before Yahuwah in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. And Eleazar and Ithamar ministered in the priest's office in the sight of Aharon their father. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, Bring the tribe of Levi near the priests, Salakia, and present them before Aharon the priest, that they may minister unto him. And they shall keep his charge and charge the whole congregation before the tabernacle of the congregation to do the service of the tabernacle. And they shall keep the instruction of the tabernacle of the congregation and the charge of the children of Israel to do the service of the tabernacle. And you should, and they shall, Slakia, and you shall give the Levites unto Aharon and his sons. They shall, they are wholly given unto him out of the children of Israel. And you shall appoint Aharon and his sons, and they shall wait on their priest's office, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. So any stranger that gets close to the priest's office, it's over for.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, And I behold, and have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel instead of all the firstborn that opened the matrix among the children of Israel. Therefore, the Levites shall be mine. So it seemed like the original plan would have been the firstborn of every house would have been had a representative of the priest office, but because of the situation that happened in the wilderness with the calf, the Levites stepped up, so
Mm-hmm.
they took that position. Interesting. Wonder how much different it would have been with all the firstborn instead of the Levites. But nevertheless, continuing verse 13, because all the firstborn are mine, for on the day that I smote the firstborn of the land of Mizraim, I hallowed unto me all the firstborn in Israel, both man and beast. Mine shall they be. I am Yahuwah. Now, you saying that they still here, so he get the Levites and the firstborn.
God, God.
He get us all. We all belong to him, so he can do whatever he wants to with us. We know that. Verse 14. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Number the children of Levi after the house of their fathers by the number of their families, every male from a month old and upward shall you number them. And Moshe numbered according to the word of Yahuwah, and he was as he was commanded. And these were the sons of Levi by their name, Gershon and Kahath and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families, Libnah and Shimnah,
Mm-hmm.
Shimei, or Shimei. Is that I gonna make that double E? That's a triple E.
God,
Okay.
God.
Hold on, we gotta look at that. Is that a triple E?
No, I think it's just double E.
Well, it's an E right there already. That's what made me say, okay, no, it's just okay. I don't know why they wrote it like that then.
Hmm.
Because you see what I'm saying? It's already an E right here. That's what made me say it's a triple E. But yeah, okay. I don't know how they did it like that. But continue with verse 19. And the sons of Korath by their family, uh, Amram, and is is is
Uh-huh.
is Ha, and Hebron and uh, Ziluel,
Uziel.
Uziel. My goodness, I'm putting the Z before the Uziel. Verse 20. And the sons of Merari by their families, uh, Mahala and Mushah or Mushi,
Mm-hmm.
families of the Levites, according to the house of their fathers. Of Gershon, the family of the Libnites, the family of the Shimnites, Shemites. They look like Shemites.
Right.
Say Shamites, maybe Shamites or Shemites. These are the families of the Gershonites. Verse 22. These were they, Slaki, these that were numbered of them according to the number of their males from a month old and upward, even to even those were numbered of them were 7,500. That's a lot less than I thought. I said about 30, but 7,500. My goodness, it's a lot less than I thought it was.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, I guess 30, but whew. All right, continuing. Verse 23. The family of the Gershonites, which shall pitch behind the tabernacle westward, and the chief of the house of the family of Gershonites shall be Eliasaph, the son of Lael. Duties of the priests, verse 25. And the charge of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation shall be the tabernacle and the tent, to cover thereof, and to hang the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the hanging of the court, and the curtain, and the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle, and and by the altar round about, and the cords of it, hmm, and the cords of it for all the services there, for all the service thereof. And
Con, I was just thinking about something.
what was that?
So in the previous chapter, didn't it say that Moshe wasn't to number the Levites?
Yeah, he didn't, because he was numbering them for war. So he did number these for, because he did ask them to number them at the beginning. Of
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
yeah, bingo. And you're right. He said don't number them for war. He didn't say don't number them at all.
yeah. Well, yeah. He did don't number them for war. He told them to leave them out. But then he told them
Mm-hmm.
in this chapter to go ahead and number them for, because he numbered these from a month up, 1 month and up, compared
Got you. And
to
those other were 20.
yeah, 20 and up. Yeah. So completely different purposes there. Continuing here, verse 27. And Kohath, Salakia, by the way, for clearing my throat. And of Kohath uh, was the family of the Amorites, and the family of the Azahites, and the family of the Hebronites, and the family of the Uzziites,
Kind of Uzzielites.
Uzzielites. These are the families of the Kohathites. Uh, and the number of the males from 1 month old and upward were 8,600 that kept the charge of the sanctuary. They were way small. Like, my goodness. I guess they work so hard, they don't have time to be reproducing. Verse 20.
God.
The families of the sons of Kohath shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle southward, and the chief of the house of the family of Slakia, and the chief of the house of their father of the family of the Korathites shall be uh, Elis, Elizaphan, the son of Uzziel, and their charge shall be the ark, and the table and the candlesticks, and the altar, and the vessels of the sanctuary wherein they minister, and the hanging and all the services thereof. And Eleazar, son of Aharon, the priest, shall be chief over the chief of the Levites, and have the oversight of them that keep the charge of the sanctuary. And Merari was the family of the uh, Mahala,
Mahal Marlites.
Mahalites, Mahalites. The family of the Mahalites, those were the family of Merari. And those were the number of them according to the number of all the males from 1 month old and upward were 600, I'm sorry, 6,200. And the chief of the house of the fathers of the families of Merari and Zuralel, the son of uh, Abihal, those shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle northward. And under the custody of the charge of the sons of Merari shall the borders of the tabernacle, or shall the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof, and the vessels thereof, and all the serves thereto, and the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords. But those that encamp before the tabernacle towards the east, even before the tabernacle of the congregation eastward, shall be Moshe and Aharon and his sons, shall the charge of the sanctuary and the charge of the children of Israel, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. All that were numbered of the Levites, which Moshe and Aharon numbered, all the at the commandment of Yahuwah throughout their families, all the males of the month of a month old and upward were 20 and 2,000. So they had 22,000. My goodness. So it was a little bit closer to 30 than I thought. I was close to 30, 22. But I wasn't anticipating a month old and up.
Right. Right.
So so if you got a newborn, a 3 week old, he not counted. All right. Firstborn redeemed. Verse 40. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, number the firstborn of the males of the children of Israel from a month old and upward, and take the number of their name. And you shall take the Levites for me. I am Yahuwah, instead of the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of the firstborn among the cattle of the children of Israel. And Moshe numbered, as Yahuwah commanded him, the firstborn of the children of Israel, and all the firstborn males of the number of the names of the month old and upward. These were numbered for them, were 20,230. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, take of the Levites instead of the firstborn of the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of the cattle, and the Levites shall be mine. I am Yahuwah. And for those that are to be redeemed of the 2,003 score 13 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, which are more than the Levites, you shall take, you shall even take 5 shekels apiece by the pole, after the shekels of the sanctuary shall you take them, and the shekel is 20 gerahs. Gerahs. Verse 48. And you shall give the money wherewith the odd number of them to be redeemed unto Aharon and his sons. And Moshe took the redemption money to them that were over and above them that were redeemed by the Levites. Of the firstborn of the children of Israel took he the money, 1,300 threescore and 5 shekels, after the shekels of the sanctuary. And Moshe gave the money unto them that were redeemed unto Aharon and his sons, according to the word of Yahuwah, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. All right. Chapter 4. Continuing. Whew. Told y'all this is gonna be some work.
Mhm.
I'm telling you. Whew, yeah.
That's some long chapters.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. It's a lot to and there's a lot to ponder too, because you're not just reading it, but you know, you're going through all those numbers too. And
Right.
numbers kind of intrigue your brain and you make you want to go, how much is that? You know, so you
Right.
get
Yeah. It's things that we want to know about. Like
yeah,
how many of us was it? You know?
exactly, exactly. It definitely make you think about it. Continue here. Duties of the Kohathites. Bemid Bar, chapter 4, verse 1. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe and to Aharon, saying, take the sum of the children of Korath from among the children of Levi, after their families, by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even until 50 years old, all that enter into the host to do the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. This shall be the service of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation, about the most set apart things. And when uh, the camp set forth, Aharon shall come and his sons, and shall take down the covering veil and cover the ark of the testimony with it. So they got to take down the veil and cover the ark of the testimony with it. Verse 4,
Mhm.
and shall put thereon the covering of the badger skin, and shall cover it with the cloth wholly of blue, and shall put the staves thereof. And upon the table of showbread they shall spread the cloth of blue, and put thereon the dishes and the spoons and the bowls, and cover it withal. And the continual bread shall be thereon. And they shall spread upon them uh, a cloth of scarlet, and cover the same with the coverings of badger skins, and put it in the staves thereof. Now, one thing I thought was real interesting is not here, I don't believe. I can't remember where it is, but one of the Travis, matter of fact, was bringing out a lesson, and he talked about the carts. There were three carts, or there were four carts, and the ones that actually carried the tabernacle, they didn't get a cart. They had to carry it on their shoulders. And he gave uh, two of the children of Levite two carts. Well, he gave one of the children of Levi two carts, and he gave the other ones one cart, and everybody else, the last ones that had to carry the tabernacle, they literally had to carry it wherever they were going, and they carried it on their shoulders. I thought, wow, that was dynamic. So, but continuing here, I don't think that's in this chapter or this. I don't know if that's in this book. It may be in. It may be here in Numbers, but then it may be. I can't remember, but we'll come across it eventually as we continue to read. So, uh, continue in verse 9. And they shall take a cloth of blue and cover the candlesticks of the light, and his lamp, and his tongs, and his dishes, and the oil vessels thereof, wherewith they minister unto it. And they shall put it in the vessel thereof, uh, within the covering of the badger skin, and shall put it in upon the bar. And upon the golden altar shall they spread the cloth of blue, and cover it with the coverings of the badger skins, and shall put it on shall put its the stays thereof. Verse 12. And they shall take the instruments of the ministry, wherewith the ministers of they minister in the sanctuary, and put them on the cloth of blue, and cover them with coverings of badger skin, and shall put them on the bar. And they shall take away the ashes of the altar and spread the purple cloth thereon, and they shall put upon the vessels thereof wherewith they minister about it, even the censers and the flesh hooks and the shows and the big basins and the vessels of the altar, and they shall spread upon the covering of the badger skin and put the staves of it and put to the staves of it. Verse 15. And Aharon and his sons have made an end of covering the sanctuary and all the vessels of the sanctuary, and as the camp, slacking, as the camp of it, as the camp, slacking. Hold on one second. I think my eyes are twisted here. Let me get this straight here. All right, I'm at this right at the sanctuary here. As the camp is to set forth after the sons of Korah shall come and bear it, but they shall not touch any set apart thing, lest they die. These things are a burden of the sons of Korah in the tabernacle of the congregation. And to the office of Eleazar, the son of Aharon, the priest, pertaineth the oil for the light, and the sweet incense, and the daily meat offering, and the anointing oil, and the oversight of all the tabernacle of the and all the and of all that therein is in the sanctuary and in the vessels thereof. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe and Aharon, saying, cut you off not the tribe of the family of Korath from among the Levites, but this do you this do unto them that they may live and not die. When they approach unto the most set apart things, Aharon and his sons shall go shall go in and appoint them every one to his service and to his burden. Verse 20. But they shall not go in to see the set apart things, uh, Slakia. They shall not go in to see when the set apart things are covered, lest they die. So they can't go in when they're covered. Duties of the Gergeshites.
Gershonites, I
Gershonites.
believe.
Slakia. Gershonites. Slakia. Okay. Verse 21. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, take also the sum of the children of Gershon throughout the house of their fathers by their families, from 30 years old and upward uh, unto 50 years old, you shall number them by the number in Slakia, all that enter into to perform the service, to do the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. This is the service of the family of the Gershonites, to serve and for burdens. And they shall bear the curtains of the tabernacle and the tabernacle of the congregation, his covering and Slakia, his coverings and the coverings of the badger skin that are above it, and hanging on the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the hanging of the court, and the hanging of the door of the gate of the court, which is by the tabernacle of the altar, and by the altar round about, and their cords, and their instruments of their service, and all that are made for them, so shall they serve. Verse 27. After the appointment of Aharon and his sons, shall all the service of the sons of the Gershonites in all their burdens in all their services, you shall appoint unto them in charge of their burdens. These are the services of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation, and their charge shall be under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aharon, the priest. Duties of Merarites. These are the sons of Merari. You shall number them by their families, by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even to 50 years old, uh, shall you number them, every one that enters into the service, to do the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. You know, I just noticed something, Mike. He started them all at 30 years old.
Yeah, whereas the other brothers start off at 20. And here's what I was wondering when we were checking it out. So he begins numbering them at a much earlier age.
Right.
So it's almost like they've got that time from the time that they're numbered to the time that they're 30 to learn what it is to walk in their duties, you know?
Yeah. They get 30 years to train.
They come.
30 years minus a month or minus a month.
And then they work 10 less years than the training.
Yeah. Ain't that something?
God, that's a pretty swell life, huh?
50, they done. But look, they work for real. But that's like it's so intricate. It's so detailed. It's like wow.
I mean, and they're set apart to Yahweh, you know.
Yeah, indeed. Verse 30. Did I read 30? All right, verse 30. From 30 years old and upward until 50 years old, you shall number them, every one that entereth into the service to do the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. And this is the charge of their burden, according to the service in the tabernacle and the congregation, the board of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof, and the pillars of the court round about, their sockets, and their pins, their cords, and their instruments, and with all the services, and by name shall you reckon the instruments of the charge of their burden. This is the service of the family of the sons of Merari, according to their services in the tabernacle of the congregation, under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aharon, the priest, and Moshe and Aharon, and the chiefs of the congregations numbered the sons of the Korites or the Korathites after their families and after the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even until 50 years old, every one that entereth into the service for the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. And those that were numbered for them by their families, even 207,000 were 2,750. I don't know how I'm messing these numbers up. But the thing that really stood out to me on there that really kind of got my head scratching out is you think about when the Mashiach started his ministry, he was 30 years old.
Come.
And remember, well, I guess he was reckoned, as a son of not a son, but as a princess. What's the
order of Melchizedek?
Melchizedek. That's what I was trying to say. I was going to say the princess. But yeah. So I guess that's why he had to be 30 before he got going. So the rest of the time he was pretty much training. And yeah, he followed the same line as the Levites, which is very ironic.
And here's something else that's interesting.
Yeah.
So we're reading about this order of the Levites, and we automatically attach it and just think that this is specifically Levitical. And I mean, at one point we're told about the difference. Well, the order of Melchizedek and the Levitical order, but we don't know if this was the order for the priest of Melchizedek also, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it probably was the standard of the priest for any who.
I would think so. You know.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's why he's setting it up this way. Like, this is how you're gonna do it, because this is the order. This is how it's done in Shamaim, as it is in Shamaim. So it be on the record.
Indeed, Aki. Indeed.
Indeed. Praise to the Abba. Verse 37. These were they that were numbered of the family of the Korathites, all that might do the service in the tabernacle of the congregation, which Moshe and Aharon did according to the commandments of Yahuwah by the hand of Moshe. And these were numbered, and those that were numbered of the sons of Gershon throughout their families by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward to 50 years old, every one that entered into the service for the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. Even those were numbered of them throughout their families by the house of their fathers were 2,630. I don't know how I keep messing the numbers up. Verse 41. These are they that were numbered of the families of the sons of Gershon, of all that might do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, whom Moshe and Aharon did number according to the commandment of Yahuwah. And those that were numbered of the family of the sons of Merari throughout their families by the house of their fathers were 30 years old and upward unto 50 years old, every one that entered into the service for the work of the tabernacle of the congregation, even those that were numbered of them after their families were 3,200. These are those that were numbered by the families of the sons of Merari, whom Moshe and Aharon numbered according to the word of Yahuwah by the hand of Moshe. All those that were numbered of the Levites, whom Moshe and Aharon and the chiefs of Israel numbered after their families and after the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, every one that came to do the service of the ministry and the service of the burden of the tabernacle or the congregation, even those were numbered of them were 5,004 score, according to the commandment of Yahuwah, were numbered by the hand of Moshe, every one according to his service and according to the burden. Thus they were numbered of him as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. Whew.
It was a mouthful, wasn't it? I mean, it said only 4 chapters, but it was almost like you read a whole book.
Yeah, I'm telling you, look, I felt like I'd have done some heavy lifting in this book.
Hey, Todah Rabaki, I got it from here.
Hey, Todah Rabaki, go right ahead.
God. It's the book of Bemid Bar, Numbers, chapter 5, on defilement, verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, command the children of Yasharal that they put out of the camp every leper and every one that hath an issue, and whosoever is defiled by the dead, both male and female shall ye put out. Without the camp shall ye put them, that they defile not their camps in the midst whereof I dwell. And the children of Yasharal did so, and put them out without the camp, as Yahweh spake unto Moshe. So did the children of Yasharal. All right. Verse 5. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, speak unto the children of Yasharal, when a man or woman shall commit any sin that men commit, to do a trespass against Yahweh, and that person be guilty, then they shall confess their sin which they have done, and he shall recompense his trespass with the principal thereof, and add unto it the fifth part thereof, and give it unto him against whom he hath trespassed.
Mhm.
But if the man have no kinsman to recompense the trespass unto, let the trespass be recompensed unto Yahweh, even to the priest, besides the ram of the atonement, whereby an atonement shall be made for him. So, if there's no one to, what did they call it? I'm paying, not,
Restitution.
restitution. If
Mhm.
there's no one to pay that restitution to, it's not like you just get away with it and they write it
Mhm.
off. No,
Yeah.
you give it to the Most High,
Yeah. And
even
it
to
goes
the
to the priest.
priest, you know.
Hmm. To the priest, yes, indeed. So the priests get, I mean, they do the work. They do the work, but man, they got the best retirement plan, and
Indeed.
they got it. They got it. They worked them 20 years. Don't get me wrong. They work. They work. It definitely worked. But man, they still seem like they had set up like real nice.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, besides the king, the Levites would have been, and especially like the high priest,
Yeah.
and then the Levitical order would have been like next, going.
Yeah.
I guess I mean, if you're getting all of these gifts all of the
Right.
time,
Right.
it's no wonder we find out that there was some corruption going on. Like
Yeah.
this, this would be a temptation for some,
Yeah.
not for all, but for some.
Sure didn't want to lose their spot, because
Right.
they had that. They was like, the Romans gonna take away our place. Like, oh man, we can't give up,
Uh,
this life. This is too good.
right. Right. All right. Verse 9. And every offering of all the set apart things of the children of Yasharal, which they did, which they bring unto the priest, shall be his. And every man's hallowed things shall be his. Whatsoever any man giveth the priest, it shall be his. Yeah, that's a good way to come up. Good,
Yeah,
quick, easy way.
telling you.
Well, I ain't gonna say it's easy because, like you said, they do work.
Yeah, but think though, 20 years and that's it.
Like, come.
Man, that's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, the adultery test, verse 11. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharal, and say unto them, If any man's wife go aside and commit a trespass against him, and a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband, and be kept close, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, neither she be taken with the manner, and the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled, or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled, then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her, the tenth part of an ephod of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before Yahweh. And the priest shall take set apart water in an earthen vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle the priest shall take and put it into the water. And the priest shall set the woman before Yahweh and uncover the woman's head and put the offering of memorial in her hands, which is the jealousy offering. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causeth the curse. And the priest shall charge her by oath and say unto the woman, If no man have lain with you, and if you have not gone aside to uncleanness with another instead of your husband, be you free from this bitter water that causeth the curse. I'm wondering what this water, this bitter water that caused the curse was. Some
You
type of
know,
poison or something.
yeah, it's interesting because this whole thing, I wonder. I wonder do women know about this now because would they behave the way they do if they knew about this? Like,
Mm-hmm.
are they privy to this information? Like, you can't do that. You get taken to the priest, and you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, come.
All right. Verse 20. But if you have gone aside to another instead of your husband, and if you be defiled, and some man have lain with you beside your husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing. And the priest shall say unto the woman, Yahweh will make you a curse and an oath among your people, when Yahweh do make your thigh to rot, and your belly to swell.
Mm.
And this water that causeth the curse shall go into your bowels, to make your belly to swell, and your thigh to rot. And the woman shall say, So be it, so be it.
Indeed.
And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall blot them out with the bitter water. And he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causeth the curse. And the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before Yahweh, and offer it upon the altar. And the priest shall take an handful of the offering, even the memorial thereof, and burn it upon the altar, and afterward shall cause the woman to drink the water. And when he hath made her to drink the water, then it shall come to pass that if she be defiled and have done trespass against her husband, that the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thigh shall rot, and the woman shall be a curse among her people.
Mm.
And if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then she shall be free, and shall conceive seed. This is the Torah of jealousies, when a wife goeth aside to another instead of her husband, and is defiled, or when the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous over his wife, and shall set the woman before Yahweh, and the priest shall execute upon her all this Torah. Then shall the man be guiltless from iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity.
I tell you what, if don't know nothing happen, if her belly don't swell and her thigh don't rot, well, you're gonna never hear the end of it.
God. I'm sure that happened too. I'm sure that happened.
I told you I ain't done nothing.
It's probably a long marriage of having to hear that.
Hey, I'm telling you, what you gonna take me to the priest?
Exactly. Let's go. It's wild. Wow. It's crazy how things, the more things change, the more they stay the same, man.
Indeed.
All right, continuing. This is the book of Bemid Bar, Numbers chapter 6, Law of the Nazarites, verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharal, and say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazarite, to separate themselves unto Yahweh, he shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dried. All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk. All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled, in the which he separate himself unto Yahweh. He shall be Kodesh, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. All the days that he separated himself unto Yahweh, he shall come at no dead body. He shall not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, for his brother, or for his sister, when they die, because the consecration of his power is upon his head. All the days of his separation he is Kodesh unto Yahweh. And if any man die very suddenly by him, and he hath defiled the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing. On the 7th day shall he shave it. And on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtles, or 2 young pigeons, to the priest, to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, and make an atonement for him, for that he sinned by the dead, and shall hallow his head that same day. He shall consecrate unto Yahweh the day of his separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering. But the days that were before shall be lost, because his separation was defiled. And this is the law of the Nazarite. When the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and he shall offer his offering unto Yahweh, one he lamb of the first year without blemish for the burnt offering, and one ewe lamb of the first year without blemish for a sin offering, and one ram without blemish for a peace offering, and a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and wafers of unleavened bread anointed with oil, and their meat offering, and their drink offerings. And the priest shall bring them before Yahweh, and shall offer his sin offering and his burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram for a sacrifice of shalom offering unto Yahweh, with the basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall also the priest shall offer also his meat offering and his drink offering. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall take the head of his separation and put it in the fire which is under the sacrifice of the shalom offering. And the priest shall take the side and shoulder of the ram, and one unleavened cake out of the basket, and one unleavened wafer, and shall put them upon the hands of the Nazarite after the hair of his separation is shaven. And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before Yahweh. This is Kodesh for the priest, with the wave breast and the heave shoulder. And after that, the Nazarite may drink wine. This is the law of the Nazarite who hath vowed, and of his offering unto Yahweh for his separation. Beside that his hand shall get, according to the vow which he vowed, so he must do after the law of his separation. Aharon's benediction, verse 22. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto Aharon and unto his sons, saying, On this wise on this wise you shall barak the children of Yasharal, saying unto them, Yahweh barak you and keep Yahweh barakatah and keep you. Yahweh make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon you and give you shalom. And they shall put my name upon the children of Yasharal, and I will barak them. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. One thing I was going to mention, I don't like how when they did the translation, they just put two turtles there as if
It's a turtle dove, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's turtle dove, but they just put turtles in there, like, you know what I'm saying? To somebody who don't really know.
Yeah, they'll think that that's okay to sacrifice, but
Yeah,
nah.
some kind of reptile. Like, no, that's not what it's referencing. It's referencing a turtle dove. So they should have put that full word there, but I don't know why they cut it down. Let's take the dove out and just leave the turtle. Like, no.
Con. All right. This is the closing out chapter, and it's another long one. I believe 89 verses. But we gonna get through it. I'm gonna go in. All right. This is the book of Bemid Bar, Numbers chapter 7, offerings of the leaders, verse 1. And it came to pass on the day that Moshe had fully set up the tabernacle and had anointed it and sanctified it, and all the instruments thereof, both the altar and all the vessels thereof, and had anointed them and sanctified him. So, pausing real quick, we read in the book of Shemot of the forming of the tabernacle, making the curtains thereof, the staffs, the utensils, the spoons, the altar, like all of these things that we were reading about, everything has been completed at this point. And also the roles of the people, their specific roles, like everybody's set in their order, it's all done. And, this is where we're at. All right, verse 2. That the princes of Yasharal, heads of the house of their fathers, who were the princes of the tribes, and were over them that were numbered, offered. And they brought their offering before Yahweh, 6 covered wagons and 12 oxen, a wagon for 2 of the princes, and for each one an ox. And they brought them before the tabernacle. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, take it of them, that they may be that they may be to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, and you shall give them unto the Levites, to every man according to his service. And Moshe took the wagons and the oxen and gave them unto the Levites. 2 wagons and 4 oxen he gave unto the sons of Gershon according to their service. And 4 wagons and 8 oxen he gave unto the sons of Merari according unto their service, under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aharon the priest. But unto the sons of Kohath he gave none, because the service of the sanctuary belongeth unto them, was that they should bear upon their shoulders. And the prince, what did I just read?
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning before. They didn't get a wagon to carry the building, the tabernacle. So when they broke the tabernacle down, they had to put the tabernacle on their shoulders and carry it. So they had these 8 wagons, and they didn't get any. And I don't know why he did that, but I thought that was very peculiar when he brought that out. And if you read this, you just kind of read over it. You don't really. The reason I recall it because it was brought out in a lesson that I was watching, and I thought it was like, wow. I don't know what the now, I'm not gonna say justification. He'll have to justify himself, but I don't know what the motivation was to.
Well, I'll tell you. So oxen, it's said that their work is often called a burden for them. Like oxen pulling anything, it's a burden for them. Something to be put on their back. This tabernacle and these set apart items, it wouldn't have been a burden for a beast. It's a burden for someone who the Most High has set apart for that specific duty. And it's like that old saying and we've been talking about it, like, wow, it's pretty cool to be a Levite or to be one of these, but with much is given, much is expected,
Yeah. That's the thing too. You think about the brothers, they seeing these brothers with wagons, and they carrying their stuff in wagons, and they got theirs on their shoulders, and they bearing it, and they having to walk because they don't. These other brothers got they got something to carry, but I think you're exactly right. That is a burden for a man as opposed to a beast.
Con, and I'm thinking about something else.
What's that?
So when you put something like, let's say you put something in the back of your pickup truck, in the bed of it, you might lock it down, secure it, but there's still a possibility of it shaking loose and rattling and becoming damaged.
Yeah.
Whereas when we're physically carrying something, we're being mindful, like not to fall, and we're gonna notice also, like if something goes wrong, where it's not gonna be moving around, we'll know. Yeah. So I think that might play a role in it as well, like possibly,
That makes a lot of sense. I really didn't think of it that hard. I thought it was ironic, but I really didn't think about it as hard. And I don't know how many times they end up moving, but eventually they settled. But I think this is the only time we really see it. But this here, but I didn't know. I knew it was somewhere. I just didn't know where exactly it was. But yeah, we read right into it. So,
God, hallelujah.
Indeed, hallelujah.
All right, verse 10. And the princes offered for dedicating of the altar in the day that it was anointed. Even the princes offered their offering before the altar. And Yahweh said unto Moshe, they shall offer their offering, each prince on his day, for the dedicating of the altar. And he that offered his offering the first day was Nahshon, the son of Amminadab of the tribe of Yehudah. And his offering was 1 silver charger. The weight thereof was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels. After the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them were full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 spoon of 10 shekels of gold, full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings. 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. On the second day, Nethaneel, the son of Zuar, prince of Issachar, did offer. He offered for his offering 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 spoon of gold of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nethaneel, the son of Zor. Verse 24, on the third day, Eliab, the son of Helon, prince of the children of Zebulun, did offer. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliab, the son of Helon. On the fourth day, Elizur, the son of Shador, prince of the children of Reuben, did offer. His offering was 1 silver charge of the weight of 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eleazar, the son of Shador. On the fifth day, Shelumiel, the son of Zuri-Shaddad, prince of the children of Shimeon, did offer. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels. 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Shemuel, the son of Zuri-Shaddai. On the sixth day, Eliasaph, the son of Deuel, prince of the children of Gad, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger of the weight of 130 shekels, a silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliasaph, the son of Deuel. On the seventh day, Elishama, the son of Immihud, prince of the children of Ephraim, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Elishama, the son of Immihud. On the 8th day offered Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur, prince of the children of Manasseh. His offering was 1 silver charge of the weight of 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur. On the 9th day, Abidan, the son of Gideoni, prince of the children of Benjamin, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Abidan, the son of Gideoni. On the 10th day, Iezer, the son of Ammishaddai, prince of the children of Dan, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. On the 11th day, Pagiel, the son of Okran, prince of the children of Asher, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Pagiel, the son of Okran. On the 12th day, Ahirah, the son of Benan, prince of the children of Naphtali, offered. His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and for a sacrifice of shalom offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Ahirah, the son of Nan. This was the dedication of the altar in the day when it was anointed by the princes of Yasharal. 12 chargers of silver, 12 silver bowls, 12 spoons of gold, each charger of silver weighing 130 shekels, each bowl 70. All of the silver vessels weighed 2,400 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary. The golden spoons were 12 full of incense, weighing 10 shekels apiece, after the shekel of the sanctuary. All the gold of the spoons was 120 shekels. All of the oxen for the burnt offerings were 12 bullocks, the rams 12, the lambs of the first year 12, with their meat offerings, the kids of the goats for a sin offering 12, and all of the oxen for the sanctuary of the shalom offering were 20 and 4 bullocks, the rams 60, and the he goats 60, the lambs of the first year 60. This was the dedication of the altar. After that, it was anointed. And when Moshe was gone into the tabernacle of the congregation to speak with him, then he heard the voice of one speaking unto him from off the mercy seat that was upon the ark of the testimony, from between the two cherubims. And he spake unto them, Slaki, and he spake unto him. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. What I was just thinking when we were starting here, of course, you start, of course, at verse 1, and you read to about, you stop at about verse 9, and I think we can drop all the way down we can drop all the way down to verse 78 or 70, 78, I believe. And that'll sum up everything that we read. 78 summed up everything you read. All that. It wasn't 78, it was 84. It was 84. So you drop all the way down to 84. And
it gives you the sum.
Yeah, give you the gist of the whole thing. But
Mhm.
yeah, that was a lot. Lots of repetition. And the irony, and I understand why he did it that way, was to show what everybody gave. But when you get to the very end, and you know the Abba does that. He says, he repeats 2 to 3 witnesses, so that makes sense. But yeah, that's a lot to read. That's a whole lot of reading.
Yeah.
All praises though. That was good stuff. Good beginning to a new book. Lots of good information, lots of details, lots of things to get us thinking, to get us wondering, like, man, why is this? How did that come about? And so on and so forth. And just a lot of things to just really provoke thought. Dealing with the numbers, number of the children of Israel, numbering of the sons of Levi, by the house of their fathers, and getting to that information, and then understanding how we come about into the priesthood, how that kind of operates, and then kind of drawing a long line from here, from Bemid Bar, all the way into Matiyahu, and thinking about Mashiach, and how he began, and all of his exploits before what was talked about before. And then at 30 years old, it specifically says he began his ministry. And that's miraculous when you think about it, because again, you're thinking about what we just read with the priest from 30 years old, or from 1 month. It started from a month to 30, and then from 30 to 50, and then 50 they retire. They get to sit at home and chill. I don't know about sit at home, but they don't have to do the priest office anymore, and leave that for the young boys. The 30-year-olds, I should say. So that's all interesting. That's all interesting stuff. But a lot of information to cover, a lot of good information, and a lot to make you wonder draw comparisons. So interesting. I'll rest there. Go ahead.
I at this point, we're becoming a people being placed in order by Moshe, the Most High servant. And these are all interesting chapters. You know what I mean? Like hearing about the names, hearing about the specific duties. This wasn't just something that came together. The Most High has order with how he does things, and he can do it through anybody. But he chose our ancestors to do it, and he does things purposely. So it was for a purpose. I just love hearing and reading about these things. Like I often get lost just hearing and reading it. I forget where I'm at. You know what I mean? It's almost like I'm picturing this scene in my head. And what a wonderful Shabbat! What a wonderful Shabbat where we can get into our history and also more importantly get into what it is our power instructed for us to be doing.
Indeed.
All praise to the Most High.
Hallelujah. All praises. Yes, indeed. It is definitely a barakah, and I'm thankful. Let's go ahead and close on out. It's been a great Sabbath, and I'm thankful. The sun is gone, and I'm ready to drink some wine. Get a little rest in. So we're going to close out as we always do with the book of Ecclesiastes. We always want to make you mindful to keep the law, the Torah, the instruction of the Most High, as well as the faith and the belief in the Messiah. You also have to keep the law, the Torah. And uh, Ecclesiastes chapter number 12 and verse number 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. It is so very important for us to understand that in the conclusion of the whole matter, we are to fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. At the end of the day, when it is all said and done, all the dust is settled, all the smoke is cleared, we will be judged on whether we have feared the Most High and kept his commandments. Why? Because this is the whole duty of man. I am your Akazaki Yahoo, joined by my most esteemed Akinanaya, giving all praises, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahuwah Bahashem, Yahushua HaMashiach, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. I say shalom, wa, baruchim, that is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day that the Most High brings us back together and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation under the Most High Power, under one covenant, back in our own land with a heart of flesh and no more a heart of stone, with our enemies, our adversaries, and all those who hate us under our feet. Until that day come, shalom, family.
Shalom, shalom, Mr. Peacock.
All praises to the Abba. Praise you, Abba. Yah. Hallelujah.